first before I hit that button, and I'll see if it's live first. So I'm restarting because it wasn't coming up, so I didn't know whether it was live or not. Hopefully it was, but it's not showing up on my library or anything. So I'll give it a little bit of time to get going. There's probably a long lag, but normally it comes up on my home screen here, and it's not. Oh my goodness. So, I'll wait a minute. I'm waiting for it to refresh here. Normally it still comes up on my home page, but it's not going on my home page for some reason, and it's not in the place where I was saving it to either. So I'm quite confused here because I can't seem to find it. I can't find my stream on here. It's normally, if I go to my home page, it shows it on there, but it's not. It will not show it on here at all. I've looked in the library. I've looked in. It doesn't seem. Let me go to my channel a minute, and see if it's live there. Right, it's showing on there. Okay. Right, okay, now I hit the button. Yeah, I'll go for a bit longer, guys. So, did you see all that? I mean, getting that dino? Because, yeah, that's like, you know, getting a nice high level one. I hope that it's caught that. I'll be a bit disappointed if you missed all that. I've pressed this button about. I've all pressed this button and I'm still waiting, but. Although I must admit I didn't press on that. Yeah, I'll do a little bit longer. I'll go till about 6 o'clock, so this will probably be only half an hour. But I just want to. I actually exited the game there to make sure that it didn't crash when I ended the stream. So just to preserve that spot where he's actually gone down. So yeah, if you could reply and tell me whether you saw that dino, see me getting that dino, that would be good. Because obviously that would be a highlight, wouldn't it? Seen up. Oh, you've only seen up to my death by the Thylo. Well, it was live. I had the on-air button, and it. Yeah, this is where I was. So I deliberately exited here because it looked like you said it had gone. So I deliberately exited so that it would preserve this, you know. And I haven't got any tranquilizer, but you shouldn't need them now. If you've got shocking darts, you shouldn't need the tranquilizers because it really knocks them out. And they take a long time to come down. So he's had one, but he was level 120 this one, plus he's going to have 59. So that's pretty darn good. I'm frightened to get that gun out, to be honest. Don't want to shoot him, but what are his stats? Whenever I look at these guys, they got awful stats. 4,000 health and 150. Yeah, but look how bad the melee damage is, Ghost. It's terrible. Every T Rex I've got so far, I've looked at the melee damage. It's always pathetic. So all those dinos I've got, I've had, you know, literally from the start, I've put everything into health and melee. I've kind of did health for about 2/3, and then after that I've just been banging it in constantly into melee to try and get the melee up, because I need them to do a lot of damage. But again, this guy is terrible. He's really high on food. I cannot seem to get a T-Rex which is high on health or high on melee. I don't think I've ever done it yet. So I got 5 tranquilizing darts. That is why the players get into breeding the stats they want. Yeah, but I've done 20 dinos, Ghost. I've never had one with good health and good melee. So but I suppose, you know, I was on normal settings, so that's probably why. But I mean, that's what the game gives you. It's the best one I've ever got, that is. I got a level 90 something last time. I think was it, I can't remember if it was Xbox or on here, but I got a level 90, or I think it was 60. It ended up to be 90, something like that. But they're always terrible stats. So I've got, you know, but I'm leaving the stats now. I'm not gonna, you know, when I get say 10 levels, I'm not gonna put them on deliberately. With serious breeders, they go through hundreds of babies to get one. Oh, really? Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing that puts me off. That's why I kind of gave up on this breeding thing, because it seems like a very long process, and that kind of confirms what you're saying. So you're saying that whole long process that you're going through takes tons and tons of goes. Why do they make it so difficult? Because I mean, if you can only take 20 in and you've got 8 players all together working together, you know, if all 8 of you got to keep breeding dinos until one of you comes up with a good one, and then one other comes up with a good one. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I don't know why they don't, you know, actually alter this game so that it's easier for single player and it's a bit easier for everybody else, and just take a little bit of the grind out of this, because the breeding thing, it takes a very, very long time. Bad enough trying to build your base, your first sort of stone base, the amount of stone you need, Christ. But you know, Obsidian, who were doing grounded, they've actually eased the grind in it, and so have No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky did have a fair bit of grind when it first came out, but they've gradually eased it, and now it's nowhere near so much grind. Yeah, which is why I've never bothered to do it. I mean, I didn't know about attainment at a time, but I mean, I tried it once and it was a ridiculously hard thing to do. So I didn't even get, you know, I didn't even last, you know, a minute. So I thought, blimey, that, you know, you may as well not bother. So that's what put me off, because I thought, well, I'm never ever going to do what the other players do. But I didn't know that all you other players are all in your settings and and putting mods in and all this kind of stuff. It's like, so I've had to put it up now. This guy's 91. He's still not as good as the other one I had. my other guy was like 10,000 on health, and he had about 5,000 melee damage. He was killing everything in one bite. The one I lost, he was a good one on Xbox. I lost one and took the taxidermy thing, which Jess had to tell me because I didn't have a clue how to do it. Looks like it's pretty safe. I have a level up, do I, for doing that? I put quite a lot. You know, that's the most I've ever put in health. It's like you have all this armour on, it's like you're still dying in about 2 seconds. Wiki says a level 90 Rex takes 58 minutes to tame. Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of people turn the taming up, Ghost. Because when I tamed my first RG, and I was in the cold area at the time, okay, that took from the evening till the next morning for me to get that guy tamed. So I thought, oh, that's it. You know, I'm not waiting that long anymore. So I put up to double, and then I put up to treble. Because it's ridiculous how long stuff takes in this game. You know, most games, you know, when you're leveling up and all that, you know, it don't matter what game you're in, Assassin's Creed, whatever, survival, you know, they don't usually take that long. But in this game, it's like insanely grindy, isn't it? It's the one thing that really kind of puts me off is all this high level stuff. Is that I've just enjoyed playing the game on normal, blah 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 blah, get into a certain level, and then I'll go on another map and do the same thing again. That's why I used to do that. Because there was no point trying to beat get the bosses, and every time I went in a cave I fell through the ground. so I kind of gave up on it, on doing all that stuff, because I thought I can't even get the trophies. So waste of time. They're all insanely difficult, even the caves. I mean, you could argue that in Conan, those bosses are easier than in here. And they probably are. I've killed about... I think I've killed 2 of the main bosses in Ark. On normal, without cheating. The others, I don't know how to beat, so it's still it's a bit tough, but it's like a 20-minute slog in that. So you can do it. It's just a 20-minute slog. Just got to keep out of the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of people turn it up. My daughter turns it up as well because she doesn't want to wait. You know, tons of time as well. Are you sure it only take that? Because I was doing a RG and that took me till next morning. It might have been like late evening when I did it, but it took to the next morning, and I hadn't messed around with the daytime or nighttime things then, and it took till the next morning. Luckily I was on the sort of stretched out bit of the island, but there was like a couple of T Rexes on the opposite side of the river. So I had to keep constant eye on them, and luckily they didn't come over. I had a couple of creatures come over, but I kept away from them and it was alright. Right then, let's go take this guy home. I might come out of the menu to preserve it, because I'm afraid, you know, this is going to crash and then I've got to do that again. So I kind of don't want to take a chance now. Take a chance on me. Right, let's see. Don't crash now, please. The crash, when I restarted it, it was just as I was about to do that. It was just as I was about to, you know, suck up the other guy. So I do kind of want to do a save now. I do want to kind of exit to preserve this save, so I don't have to do this again. So I'll find a safe spot a minute and exit again, because I kind of lost all faith now. I know it means I've got a load of short streams, but you know, it's things like this that really frustrate gamers, is stuff like this. See, it's what I mean, all this kind of stuff is what we hate, innit? Laggy streams, all this kind of stuff. Well, why not? Why can't you do a save? It takes 42 minutes. Level 90 hours takes 42 minutes to tame with Prime. Oh, yeah. I was to say, yeah. I was doing it with raw meat, and 2 hours. It was more than 2 hours, Ghost. So I don't know what level it was. I think I took them out with darts. I don't think it was level 90, but he was a good one. He was quite a good one. So I kind of tempted to crash out, but then you'd only get 15 minutes, so it's probably not a good idea. What would make this game save right now? What would guarantee a game save? Is there any way of doing that? With superior kill, that would take hardly about 16, yeah. Oh, I could have used kibble then. A ghost would kibble have... Although I don't think I got kibble in this game. Would kibble have increased that taming level? See, I wish this game was saved more often, because I don't know how often it does, but it's probably about 20 minutes or something, because that was probably more than 20 minutes away from where I was. Because it went from where I fell off right back to where I was just about to get the first one. So that's a fair old chunk, isn't it? So it could be like every 15 to 20 minutes, which is a long time, isn't it? I just wish that increased the taming. Yeah, I've increased the taming to the maximum, which is 3 times, so you can't go any higher than that. That's the highest you can go. I did that, I did it for a couple of years. I think I did it for about a couple of years, maybe a year and a half. And then I thought, oh man, takes way too long. Because I was usually going for a low level one because it was taking, I knew it would take a long time with a, with a sort of half decent one, like a 20 or 30. So I used to just go for like level 5 or something. Level 10. Because I knew it wouldn't take me a ridiculous amount of time. That's kind of what you got to do, isn't it? I'm just going to skirt around these trees so I don't get jumped on by a Thylo again. If I hadn't got stuck in that menu, I was like in the menu trying to come out of the menu, but then I was, because of the lag, I was actually just before I was in the menu, I hit the button to do the gun, and then I don't know how, but I hit some reason I hit the menu button for some. I don't know how I did that, but panic probably. So I'll probably finish about 6 o'clock, so that'll be about half an hour this episode. See, the only way I can make this, I can join it. I don't know if I could join it because I don't know how I get it as a file from YouTube. I don't know how I would do that. I don't know how you get into YouTube and get your file, the MP3 file, and how you would download that onto software so you could knit them all together. If a setting has a box with a number, then you can put any number you want. Yeah, I think I have done it once where I put a number in a box because by accident I found out, but I don't think I've ever done it because usually I just flick the thing up and down. There's another one there, but I haven't got I haven't got enough darts now. I'll just see what level he is. I said I'll just see what level he is. Level 44. He ain't fantastic, but I haven't got a thingy to transport him home. I could walk him home, I suppose. Could take him walkies, couldn't I? But it's a little bit of a walk. It's about 4 or 5 squares. Or 45 square centimetres. Yeah, I must admit, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know whether you can on a console, but I think it may have accidentally found out, oh, you can put a number in, but I can't remember if that was on a PC or on here, because I played this for, I'll say about a year or a year and a half. Well, no, maybe 2 years before it came out on console, on early access. I bought this when it came out on early access, so it's probably a couple of years after the game first day came out. I have a spyglass that lets me see the stats while it roams. Yeah, I wish we could do that. It's a pity we haven't got something like that in the base game, innit? But again, you need mods. That's what I mean. You could look at their settings and go, oh well, he's a waste of time. He's got hardly any health. You know, you can pick and choose, can't you? Makes the process a bit easier when you can do that, innit? But one thing that PC got over this, innit? My Ark on PC, I've actually deleted it now because the drive that I used to save it on became full, and because it was the Windows folder, and of course it stores all your save games in the Windows folder, which was my smallest drive. So I couldn't put it back on because no matter what I deleted, it still didn't have enough room to install this game. So I had to move it to another hard drive, and of course it I don't know, I thought it saved it up in the cloud, but apparently it must know what drive it was on, because when I did it on a different drive, it literally said I haven't got any saves. Just because the dyno is high level does not mean it will have good. Well, yeah, none of the ones I've got, I don't think any of these are a decent level. Let's have a look at them. Well, he's not bad. He's got a lot of health, but very little. So he's not a bad one. That it's only 42, but look at him stuck through the wall. Let's have a look at my Rexes. The earlier ones, I think I may have put the yeah, that was bad on both. So that one's bad on both. That one isn't too bad. Is what, 31,000? So that's not bad. But none of them have got good melee so far. I've had one, a couple that are all right on. If I can get under here, that is. That, you know, good on health, but I can't seem to get anybody that's good on melee at the moment. Yeah, there's a good one on. See, they're all very low on melee. Very difficult to get a good one. Oh, it's an iguanodon. It's a mess here, isn't it? I can't get out. I keep moving these guys into a position where they can move, but and then they all attack something and they all go all over the place. So it's a bit hard for me to do this. But yeah, I'll have to have a look at them, separate them all out, and then have a look at all their stats and see if I can get a high level, a good, decent high level one health with the best melee one, and hope for the best. Right, shall I let these two guys out or not? Let them out, shall we, and have a look at their stats. I mean, the stats might have improved, it might have all gone into melee for all we know, but I doubt it. I like letting them out, but probably not a good idea, I presume. I might make these two like passive and put them here, because these are pretty good ones. It's like a 90 and something else, isn't it? Oh, thanks for that, mate. It's 7,500, so that's pretty shoddy, isn't it? That's a pretty bad one. So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of luck, but as you say, it can take a lot. Oh, I did switch to the other one, but some reason is saying nope. I don't want to switch to that one. Oh. Oh, come on. Jeez. Why is it they do one of those as soon as I throw them out? 3,500, so no better off with that one either. 3,000. This is the other one I got. So 7,500, 7,500, 3,500. So that's it. So pretty bad, isn't it? So I'm not getting a lot of luck on the dinos, unfortunately. So as you say, it could be a long process, which is probably why it's not worth me bothering on a PlayStation, because I'm way further on the Xbox. Because you know, when the game came out on console, I didn't have a PlayStation, so I've been playing all the time on there. In fact, it's taken over from me. It did take over from me PC, because I ended up getting, because of what I learned in the first one, I actually was doing better on the second time I played it than I was on the first go. So I actually learned a lot from playing it on PC, and put that in, and did a better job on the PC on the. So in the end, I thought I may as well delete the PC one. I kept it until only about 3 months ago, and then I decided to just uninstall it because it was taking up a lot. I wanted it for other things. I've got Rome Total War put down at the moment, but I can't. At the moment, I can't start any games. So maybe my graphics card is broken. It could be that. So I'm just going to see if I've got enough gunpowder, so I can get enough gunpowder to do a few more. And then I think that'll do. I just kind of get this out till, say, half an hour long. Am I crouched? I am. Just to get a little bit ready for. I might go on Ragnarok next time, because I've got a few wyverns. Or do you want me to stay on this? Ammo. Right, I want darts, isn't it? So I need, what's that, a simple rifle ammo, isn't it? That one. Right, I'll do this efficiently. Oh, see what I mean? The lag is like, you flick over and it like doesn't respond. God, the lag kills me every time. Oh, please give me a PlayStation 5, please. Now I'm out of metal again. So yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? As fast as you make these things, you run out and you gotta go and get another ton of metal. I'll have to do a metal run. I'll have to go over the mountain and get a metal run, put it on, you know, cheat mode. Because otherwise it'd take forever me doing this stuff. I kind of given up on that now, doing it legitimately, because it takes a ridiculous amount of time. I mean, on my, on my Xbox, I have gone a long way on my own. So, raise a baby Rex from egg to adult takes total of 3. Are you kidding me? Yeah, 3 days, 20 hours. Yeah, who in their right mind is going to do that? Which means you got to kind of sit with them for a bit. That's why I end up leaving them. I lost one once because I left it. I couldn't bother to just sit there and do nothing. I'd reorganised the whole house, and I decided, oh god, you haven't even come out of being a baby yet. That's why I give up with all this stuff. Is I got a point where I just can't be bothered anymore. I've got a very short limit. I can't go through all this endless grind. It's too much. I don't mind some grind, but that's a lot of grind, isn't it, on this game? It's a ridiculous amount of grind. Right, let me just get rid of junk, and then I think that will do for today. It's a shame it went wrong there. Right, I'll get rid of these 100 arrows, because I don't want this bird lagged down by arrows. Arrows, you know, they do actually weigh a bit when you've got a lot of them. So I tend to keep about 15 on the bird, just so I can shoot the, you know, shoot the old whatchamacallits when I'm shooting the fish fingers. You do have a little time between its demand phase to do some things. Yeah, that's what I tend to do on the longest phase, which I can't remember if it's the maturation, you know, the youngster to adult, or whether it's the other one. I tend to go off and do something because I can't bother to wait. I'm trying to think where my weapons are. I haven't got weapons here, have I? I think it's in here. Yeah. Let me get rid of all these arrows because they weigh a lot. I usually have about 15 on me. Just enough to shoot the jellies. And maybe, you know, if I want to just shoot something from range, some. But normally I don't bother with these. Right, then we'll put that bullet back. I've just got 5 of the things at the moment, so I'll make up another stack. I'll have to do a meta run in the week. So me and my daughter on Monday, it looks like I think we've been playing No Man's Sky because they got this new thing, a new update they got on there. So we've been doing that, but we couldn't get that to work on Thursday, Ghost. Microsoft were down for, I think it was 5 or 6 hours. So we couldn't do our well, we didn't know whether to stream it or not, but we probably didn't think that was going to be very appealing. So and in the end we were on it for about half an hour, and then it all went wrong. So we get, and the next morning it was okay. So it was about 5 hours, I think. So they said. But on Monday we're gonna do Grounded, because Grounded just got an update, so it's got some new things in it. So I want to do that. So that's another survival game, and then I guess I will do either Neverwinter 2 or Diablo Lords of Destruction. Yeah, the Lords of Destruction one looks alright, because that's kind of third person, kind of like. It's kind of like Skyrim, but third person, isn't it? It's kind of, so it is kind of that. It's not one of those over the top ones. I'm not very keen on the isometric over the top. You know, you got to do your move, and then they got to do their move. So I quite like that, but you can't get that on console. Neverwinter 1 you can do on console. I have tried it, and it's not bad, but it's kind of a multiplayer type thing, isn't it? Where you go somewhere, a load of spawn of things, go somewhere else, and just spawn of another lot. It's that kind of repetitive thing that I don't like. I don't like repetitive stuff like that. I like things like Skyrim, where you've got good stories and all this kind of stuff. I like to do that. I don't mind fighting things, but it tends to be at the end of a quest or something like that. So it's a bit more involved, a bit more to it than just go here, fight, go here, fight, go here, fight. You know. I like it to have a bit more interesting than that. Right, I think that will do for today. Alexa, room light 50%. Alexa, room light 50%, please. I got to say it a bit slower. Right, thanks for Ghost57, Duck Guy, Terator Plays, and Robert Stoddard for coming in today. It could be because I didn't put up the coming today, you know, I didn't put the upcoming Ark, so I didn't get quite so many in today. But You know, would that have been interesting? I mean, it was kind of interesting. We got two good dinos here. I mean, look at that, 179 and a 89. It's not bad, is it? Take care all and be safe. Yeah, wear your mask in public. Yeah, don't forget, do what Ghost says. Try and stay in if you possibly can, unless you know, especially in the UK. In the UK, you must stay in unless you see a doctor or shopping. Go shopping, something like that. But stay in. Wear your mask if you do have to go out, and keep 2 meters away. As long as you do that, you should be safe-ish. And as soon as you can, get the vaccine. If the vaccine's available, take it, because that's your only way. You know, even younger people are getting caught and going in the hospital. So take it when it's there. Apparently, there's a high take up in Britain, so it's about 90-something%, which is fantastic news. So and our level is dropping rapidly now. We've still got a lot in hospital, but at least the infection rates and that are dropping rapidly. So the vaccine could well be taking effect now. So that's what you got to do, guys. Don't believe all this nonsense about vaccines being, you know, terrible. We've been taking vaccines for years now, ever since, you know, way back in Edward Jenner and all this lot. You know, they came up with cowpox. That was the first vaccine, and it saves lives all over the world. So don't think that vaccines are bad. They're very good for you. They're the ones that save lives. So take it. Don't believe all this trollop that a lot of people put on the internet. It's a load of rubbish. It saves lives. It's a fact. You know, very rare you get anybody get a reaction to it. Always somebody's going to get. You know, there's always the odd one that's going to get a reaction, but that's because we're all different. So I'll see you all next time. The next time I'll be streaming, it'll be on Tuesday with Skyrim Special Edition, and I think we'll do some kind of leveling up and do a few two dungeons or something like that, and a couple of missions. Do a bit of, you know, I want to kind of level up a bit before we get to the end game of the story, because we're going to need to be a higher level to take on Alduin properly this time, because last time that was only a pretend fight, but the real stuff comes when we get to Sovngarde. So tune in for that. And yeah, pity about the old dragon in the castle there. It kind of went wrong. The thing didn't come down and he was twitching all over the place. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So unlucky, and again the stream curse got me. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Give a hearty bye bye, and hopefully you enjoyed it on the 3 streams. This probably get the lowest stream now, although it was getting a dinosaur, which wasn't bad. Although it was just after I got it. See you all next time. I'm lagging on now. I'll see you. Bye for now, everyone. See you later. Bye. Tell me when to end it, Ray. Alright, okay. Just waiting for about 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. I can live with that. Right, ready?